Japan's seismic intensity scale ends at 7. There is no level 8. Yesterday afternoon, 2 towns in Kumamoto Prefecture recorded a 7 when a magnitude 7.1 earthquake violently ruptured just 6 miles beneath the earth. People died. A shopping mall floor collapsed with shoppers inside. A high-speed bullet train derailed. And then, Japan's prime minister walked up to a microphone and told those exact same towns to prepare for another earthquake of the exact same size. By the end of this video, you will understand the terrifying reason why she said that, and why no seismologist alive can tell her she's wrong. Japan spent last night doing something no amount of engineering or human preparation can shorten. It is waiting. At 4:27 p.m. local time, the crust shattered beneath central Kyushu. The depth? Just 10 kilometers, roughly 6 miles. To put that into perspective, this fault broke closer to the ground than a commercial airliner flies above it. When a fault ruptures that close to the surface, there is no buffer. The shock waves don't have space to weaken. They slam into homes, roads, and rail lines almost instantly. The damage was immediate. Fires broke out across Kumamoto City. 50,000 homes lost power. Emergency lines collapsed under the surge of calls from people pinned beneath their own furniture. The U.S. Geological Survey issued a red alert, their highest classification, reserved for catastrophic events with high casualty potential. Countless headlines are reporting on the fires, the collapsed bridge, and the destruction. But those are consequences of an event that has already passed. What has scientists terrified right now is something that hasn't happened yet. Why did the Prime Minister issue a warning that sounds like pure panic? Because of a deadly lesson written in blood just 10 years ago, on this exact same fault line. In April 2016, the Futagawa-Hinagu fault system triggered a magnitude 6.5 earthquake. It registered a maximum Shindo 7. Buildings fell. People died. The country mobilized, assuming the worst was over. They were wrong. 28 hours later, the exact same fault system ruptured again, this time with a massive 7.3 magnitude shock. The first earthquake wasn't the main event, it was just the warning shot. The second quake smashed into structures that were already weakened, compounding the deadliness. Afterward, scientists had to rewrite history. The first quake was officially downgraded to a foreshock. So today, when the Prime Minister tells citizens to prepare for another massive hit, she isn't speculating. She is acting on institutional memory. Here's the most unsettling part of this entire story, and it's a reality most people don't want to accept. Science cannot tell us if the worst is over. There is no physical property, no wave signal, and no sensor data on Earth that distinguishes a foreshock from a main shock at the moment it happens. Not one. A foreshock can only be identified after something bigger follows it. Until time passes, every earthquake on the planet is provisionally considered the main event. A magnitude 7.3 rupture starts in the exact same way as a magnitude 6.5. A piece of rock fails, and it either stops or it keeps tearing. That means every top seismologist monitoring Kyushu right now is in the exact same position as you and me. They are blind to what comes next. Statistically, 19 out of 20 earthquakes are not followed by something bigger. The odds say yesterday was the main event, but Kumamoto was that 1 in 20 exception 10 years ago. Right now, emergency responders aren't looking at magnitude headlines. They are staring at the aftershock map. If aftershocks stay clustered near the epicenter, the pressure comes off. But if those tremors start creeping along the fault line toward the southwest, it means stress is loading onto the next segment and the countdown starts all over again. Every official in Japan has one specific number burned into their minds right now: 28 hours. Until that critical window passes and until the full aftershock map clears, no one can look the people of Kumamoto in the eye and say the danger has passed. And the fact that Japan's own prime minister refuses to say it tells you everything you need to know. We are tracking the situation as real-time data comes in. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next critical update.